weight loss is the most important symptom in early diagnosis of cancer. Once you have weight loss which is unexplained, that means you are not dieting, you don't have thyroid, you don't have any other disease, and yes, you are losing weight, your appetite is also going down. What he gives a very simple history is that body ache, night sweats also, night time sometimes you cannot sleep. These are important symptoms. But they are symptoms in so many other patients also. You will get same symptom. That's why in cancer, you don't have any specific symptom as such. You will have symptoms which are, like a regular who gets. But it is the doctor's third sense which should pick up that this may be a problematic case. So one question, like 2 months you did not sleep. You did not go to the doctor?
I went to doctors. So since I had this neural...
Which doctor you went? Maybe your family doctor or in a consultant?
I went to some consultants only. I won't say, I would say I was very arrogant, I would say. I was too confident about my health. I was like, हम लोग जब ट्रेनिंग में थे, मतलब जब हम तबीयत खराब होते थे तो हमें बोलते हैं कि मतलब there is nothing like तबीयत खराब होना. So that is how we are trained. So even I still remember in the police headquarters, I used to walk with a limp. I still here there was severe pain in my thigh here, and here there was severe pain. Now also there is a difference in sensation in this, because what my doctor said is like the lymph nodes grow in such a size that it damages the nerves. So still using that limp, I used to walk. So I went to the doctors and they did a lot of testing, lots and lots of testing, and nobody expected. I am 85 pound, 1985 pound. So at that time I might be 36 or something. So at that age, nobody was expecting I would be having cancer. So nobody thought in that direction. Nobody thought in that direction. That would be better to say, because I can't blame anybody also. Might be my age, and I was a little bit of a running, and I used to run daily. Even during these symptoms, I used to go for running. रात को पूरा रात को सोता नहीं था. फिर भी सवेरे उठ के जॉगर्स पार्क में भागने के मूड में रहता. Even when I went through a serious diagnosis also, I was told that I am having arthritis, because there was no family history. I initially they doubted diabetes, but there was no diabetes. Then my mother has having arthritis, so they almost confirmed, the doctors confirmed it is arthritis. But one doctor was very diligent. So he said, before confirming arthritis, we will do an MRI scan. So in the MRI scan, they found big lymph nodes. That is when the direction changed from the ordinary checkup to cancer. Then immediately it was like biopsy pattern, then it was immediately diagnosed. But I think I would have lost almost 3-4 months, because like the direction of the diagnosis was not in that.
So there is a very important message is that right doctors are important to, that thought diligent, what he word used is a very important, that diligent. The doctor also should think, just because you are young, that you will not have cancer. I was telling you about breast cancer. In Goa, 20 to 30 age, there are 10% of the breast cancer. In the 20 to 30. That means sometimes we feel that, he is 25, why to investigate in that line?
I did treatment in a chemo ward. Okay, in the chemo ward, it is like 70-60 people coming and doing the chemotherapy. So I had with me, my chemo was the longest chemo. My chemo used to start at 11 o'clock in the morning and end at the 6 o'clock. So I used to say myself, like I was a person who used to open the shutter and close the shutter. Because mine was the longest chemo. So every cancer has got different chemo. So most of the cancers chemo will last only 3 hours or 2 hours. So I was the first person to go and the last person to get out. So I used to see all the patients who were coming and going. So I would see almost 120 to 130 patients are coming, and I would say, you can't believe cancer has got no age, cancer has got no religion, cancer has not gender. It affects everybody. There is no particular age group. I still remember seeing infants. I still remember seeing college going kids, my age guys, 30s to 40s age, everything. Well, it is actually, I would say, like everybody has got a possibility. It is a destiny, and the earlier you detect, the better the chance to get treated and survive.
Did they told you that you have a tumor? They told you you have cancer? They told you have lymphoma? What they told
Yeah.
you? And how, that sinking feeling came or not?
I'll tell you exactly my experience. I was having severe pain and I can't sleep. So one night I was actually crying because of the pain. So then they took me for checking, and also I was going through a lot of testing. AIDS, hepatitis, syphilis, I don't know what all, smallpox, TB, sorry, not smallpox, TB, tuberculosis. Every diseases was getting tested because everybody was thinking it's an infection. So I still remember I was asked to collect all my urine in a urine container. It's like this oil can which we used to for collecting our oil in our childhood days. So entire one day urine I had to 24-hour urine. That is, I don't know what, I don't know.
Yeah.
Doctors might be able to say. So I was carrying that urine with me for walking all around the entire day, like one day till next 24 hours. And in between I had to go to a chemo. Sorry, I had to go for this MRI scan.
Test.
And I was driving myself. मैं खुद drive करके I was going to the MRI center. And that is when something came to my mind. I don't know, somehow, is it not cancer? Nobody told me something, some message. I still remember that exact point, just 50 meters before that MRI center. I felt like, isn't it not a cancer or something? Then I started thinking, is it cancer or something? With that can, I went into the MRI center. I did my MRI. And as soon as the MRI was there, I was anxious. So I can't wait for the doctor. वो डॉक्टर को शाम को रिपोर्ट देंगे. तो फिर मैं उधर अंदर गया MRI के अंदर. ठीक है, MRI के अंदर जाके वो करके का आया. And because I was troubling them so much, they came out. क्या है? तो मैंने बोला यार, is it cancer or something? I simply asked. Then he said, seems like it is, but your doctor will tell you. So I was sure at that time because all the infections they have tested, all the sorts of infection in the entire world they have tested, so here cancer ही होगा. Surprisingly, I was not shocked. You know why? Because now I have a reason. 2.5 months, 2.5 months, I didn't know what is this pain? How did I do? Why so much of pain? हम जब छोटे बच्चे थे हमें बोलता ना तुम पाप करेगा तुम्हें डंडा मिलेगा. तो मैं सोच रहा था यार मैंने क्या पाप किया कि 2.5 महीने में मुझे डंडा मिल रहा है. ठीक है, तो that answer was something which was actually very very relaxing for me. Okay, at least this is something which there is an explanation.
Then actually when you went to that doctor, you went with
then
somebody
my
or you
friend,
went alone?
Yeah, no,
important.
the worst thing was to convince my family and my parents, my wife and my parents. So my wife actually immediately broke down into tears. But my doctor went and told my parents saying that like you have to be very strong because if you are not strong, then he will be having a devastating issue. So I think dealing with the family, the dear ones, is more difficult than the because I think the fight is not the severe with the family members. So that is more difficult. I think more than us. More than the cancer fighter or the patient, I think the family members have the more difficult fight, I think.
But then when what actually they told you? That you have got a lymphoma, then which stage and all that?
No, it's like as soon as the MRI report came, they told like we have to go for biopsy. So biopsy has to be immediately done. So when I went to the biopsy was done by a surgeon which is not related to cancer. The biopsy वाला surgeon ने भी बोला यार ये time pass के लिए हो रहा है तुम्हें कुछ नहीं है. ठीक है. तो फिर biopsy किया. Biopsy maybe the result. Biopsy will take some time for the result because that is what it is.
Histopathology.
Immunohistochemistry. Immunohistochemistry. That slides has to come and it has to go. फिर first slide में ये report आया कि it is not cancer. It is some
lymphoproliferative disease.
Something like I don't know some complicated term they use.
Advise IHC.
It looks like something which it acts like a cancer. Then they told there is second opinion. When the second opinion came, it confirmed it was cancer. And as soon as it was confirmed cancer, next is the PET scan. So when the PET scan report came, it had spread entire body. That was very devastating. When I saw my report, when the report comes, okay, it is like your body, it is a black and white report. In the black and white, entire body will be shown as white, and the cancer parts will be shown as black. So my brain and heart will be shown as black because it is high active something or something. I think that bladder also.
Of course, yeah.
My entire body was black. From here, from elbow till this elbow, and from here till my knees, it was complete black. My stomach, they were full black. My lens was black. My neck was black. Even the shoulder had black stuff. Malab, I was surprised to see like cancer can pierce this, it's black. Here it was very black. Malab, that was actually very devastating. Malab, so much of cancer, and they told me to add to it. They told generally lymph nodes का इतना सा size होता है शायद. Doctors would say इतना सा. मेरा kidney के अंदर इतना बड़ा था. Kidney and stomach के अंदर इतना था.
He had everywhere actually node in the axilla, in the abdomen, in the groins, everywhere.
Everywhere it was there. So that actually made me very afraid कि यार इतना spread हो गया. Bone marrow के अंदर spread हो गया. तो bone marrow के नाम सुनते ही हमें तो डर जाता है. We have heard about bone marrow से निकालना. It's painful, bone marrow transplant. So that was very difficult when I saw the PET scan report. And yeah.
Now you were told that you require chemotherapy. Then when the chemotherapy actually started, when you are taking chemotherapy, you are suffering anything?
No, see, chemotherapy, as soon as the first chemo went into my body, the cancer symptoms left.
Yeah. All your symptoms were
Yeah. But now the other fight starts.
Yeah.
Fighting with chemo. Chemo ऐसा होता है कि मतलब I don't know what analogy I would say. It is like I told you the entire day from morning 11 till 6 o'clock. So this entire day my body is getting pumped with chemicals. I don't know whether this is a very formal crowd. If you drink alcohol, ठीक है 6 पैक मारने के बाद next day you have this hangover and all. This is like 3 bottle or 4 bottle of alcohol getting into the body. It's not literally alcohol is also a chemical. This is chemical. So much of chemicals getting into the body. Next day, yeah, next day, my entire face will be this much of big. इतना बड़ा था पूरा body steroids के साथ. Then you start vomiting. Next day, so much of vomiting. You drink and you feel so much dejected. Now another funny or very interesting thing is like, as soon as you take the chemo, they give us steroids. Some I don't know. So to stop. Actually, the funda I understood is like the body will try to fight the chemo. So to suppress the body, I think they give steroids, and the steroids effect stops after 5 days. After 5 days, to boost the immunity, they given medicine. Then that medicine starts working. And when that medicine starts working, 7th, 8th and 9th day, I still remember 7th and 9th day is the day when the immunity system is getting back. When the immunity system is getting back, it is so painful. It is so painful, like you feel your hand is like 100 kgs. You can't lift your hand. You can't lift your back. So much of pain.
Any thoughts came to your mind that I should not take chemotherapy at some point of time?
Yes. वो chemo से सुन के ही पागल था.
But this is a very important message is gone.
Chemo is very.
You will feel like no, I don't want to take it.
But you have to
today
take.
what he is only is because of full set of chemotherapy. So it is very important you complete the treatment.
I still remember chemo के 2 घंटे के बाद the chemical will start coming in your mouth.
Yeah, the taste.
It will start coming in your mouth. You feel like vomiting. फिर मेरा डॉक्टर्स आके मुझे वो देते थे क्या बबल गम या फिर वो जो हम खाने के बाद जो खाते हैं तो क्या बोल and you have to divert your mind, otherwise it is very but one good thing about chemo is like everything is expected. डॉक्टर्स हमें पहले ही बताएंगे ये होगा ये करना है जैसे
so your mind is
fixed. कल तो होना ही है, कल तो उल्टी आना ही है, उल्टी के लिए दवाई लेना है, कल तो फेस बड़ा होना है, बड़ा होगा, कल आपको 6 लीटर पानी पीना है, वो पीना है
और खाने आपको
अच्छा नहीं लगेगा, ठीक है, यू विल नॉट फील टेस्ट, फिर भी जबरदस्ती आपको घुसाना है. ठीक है, तो ये तो
This is very important point here. Irrespective of your vomiting,
हाँ.
you have to continue eating.
और ये भी बताता है कि तुम्हारा माइंड भी तुम्हें उल्टा बोलेगा, उसको भी you have to fight. Like that was the first time I raised my voice against my father. मेरे फादर ने कुछ कर दिया जो घर का इलेक्ट्रिसिटी कनेक्शन चले गया, एंड आई वाज फीलिंग सो हॉट. इन केरला में गर्मी तो पता है, बहुत गर्मी रहता है. I don't know what happened to me. I started blasting my dad. Like I have entire life I haven't done that. But I was not able to control it. Then after that incident, then I understood कि मतलब it is because of this chemo. It's actually it affects the mind. It irritates. It's very difficult. Chemo side is also very difficult.
So now once you are, I think 4 cycles, you are told that your tumor is under control.
Yeah.
You did a PET scan again. You completed the chemotherapy. Now comes the crux. How your family supported you in this?
Yeah.
Because you
Family.
require a strong support in this time. You
Yeah.
cannot fight it alone.
नहीं, फैमिली सपोर्ट तो सबसे मतलब आई डोंट नो, लाइक सी माय पेरेंट्स स्टूड विथ मी वेरी स्ट्रांगली. माय किड्स वर वेरी स्मॉल, but still they knew like their father is having some disease, because they used to pray every day night.
But they were kissing your head also.
Yeah, they were
I
kissing.
saw your some
Yeah,
photos.
yes, yes. मतलब I don't know, they like ना, मतलब
Bald,
बाल नहीं है तो
bald.
अच्छा लगता है ना. हाँ, सिर से करना. I would give my credits to like my wife also, Ramya. She मतलब I don't know whether I should say this or
She
not.
must be
because-
stressed maximum.
Huh?
She must be-
Yeah. मतलब that is when you understand like the family is very very important, because you are stuck in the room. मेरा घर जो केरला का घर है, it's 2 floor. नीचे पेरेंट्स रहते, ऊपर में रहता था, तो मैं ऊपर ही एक रूम में फंसा हुआ था. I can't even go out. So what should I do? अब लोग बोलते थे नेटफ्लिक्स देख लो, ठीक है, हॉटस्टार देख लो. कितना नेटफ्लिक्स देखेंगे यार, कितना हॉटस्टार देखेंगे, पूरा नार्कोस देख लिया, ठीक है, पूरा वो देख लिया. अब कितना नार्कोस कितना देखेंगे, कितना मतलब इट्स नॉट एवरीथिंग. फ्रेंड्स, आई स्टार्टेड वाचिंग फ्रेंड्स, रिपीटेड वाचिंग मूवीज देखना, बट इट्स नॉट पॉसिबल फॉर अ पर्सन टू वॉच डू अ सेम थिंग अगेन एंड अगेन. सो देन व्हाट डू यू स्टार्ट टॉकिंग टू द फ्रेंड्स. जब फोन करते तो वो लोग सब बिजी है. So then you have to keep eating. So you have to spend time talking. You have a lot of situations in which you don't know like what to do. So then you have to start somebody to talk with. So family was always there. Then was like 2 times I was admitted in intensive care. कि मतलब बीच में क्या हुआ कि yeah, your immunity is very low. एक दिन मैं बहुत ये हो गया कि मतलब यार I am fit, ठीक है. मतलब I will tell you a funny story. After the second chemo, I was strong. मैंने बोला यार इतना ही है कीमो, चलो यार. आई कॉल्ड माय डीजी एंड सेड आई एम कमिंग बैक सर, ठीक है, मैं इधर से आ जाऊंगा, डेली चक्कर मारूंगा, ठीक है. आई विल गो फॉर मैं कीमो करेंगे, कीमो करने के बाद घर ऑफिस आ जाएंगे, देन आई विल डू माय वर्क एंड कीमो के लिए. एंड दैट डे आई कॉल्ड हिम, आई वेंट फॉर a 20-minute walk, and at that night itself I was admitted in hospital. My count went minimum 5,000 कुछ 4,000 होना चाहिए. मेरा 10,000 से भी कम हो गया काउंट. So my fever, it got fever. Then immediately I was taken to the hospital, and I was put in intensive care. Then I started respecting chemo, and I started
Respecting chemo. This is a very good important.
respecting chemo, started respecting cancer also. क्योंकि ये था कि मतलब यार ये वो भी हो जाएंगे. But then I understood, no, you can't play with your body. You can't ऐसा है कि नहीं कि मतलब कुछ भी एक चल जाएंगे. That is not the way. So
how were your friends? They supported you?
Initially, that is another thing which I want to say. Like when I was diagnosed, then I didn't want to share the world कि मतलब I was having cancer. Because I don't know, मतलब जब भी ये होता कि मतलब it is something like we wanted to hide it. I don't know what is the reason. Might be the social. I don't know. There was a stigma or something. I never said anybody like I was having cancer or something. So then one of my senior teachers died of cancer. वो मेरा एक मलयालम टीचर था, सेंट जोसेफ्स में जहाँ पे मैं पढ़ा था. So we had a group, एक WhatsApp group में the message came, and I somehow unknowingly or knowingly, I don't remember, I just shared in the group saying that I am also having the same cancer. And immediately all of them called me. I was not expecting that they will call, saying यार ये क्या बोलेंगे क्या पूछेंगे, but everybody called me. So then I understood like that parents, friends, they matter. In fact, one of my best friends, Dr Ashish Ben, he is the reason that I could be diagnosed at the right time. वो हर दूसरे हफ्ते वो आते थे मेरे घर पे, ठीक है. Then he was the only person with whom I was allowed to go for a ride because he was a doctor. फिर वो that was the only time I used to get out of the house. हर महीने एक बार में he used to come, फिर मुझे लेके घुमा के लेके आते थे, बाहर छोड़ते थे. Friends used to come, still they were not allowed to come to me, so मैं ऊपर बैठ के उनसे नीचे से बात करने की कोशिश करते थे. So and they used to मतलब keep calling and asking like how are you. When my IPS friends जो बैचमेट्स थे जिसको पता चला, immediately everybody called कि पूछे यार मुझे कोई हेल्प चाहिए यहाँ पे टाटा, जैसे मुंबई गए टाटा हॉस्पिटल में कुछ चेंज चाहिए. मेरा गुजरात का फ्रेंड है Karan came all the way down to just to see me from Gujarat. He flew all the way. Then my friends in Bangalore and all, they called me and they kept asking me anything is to be done. So friends were very supportive. In fact, I would say that is when I understood like the world is filled with so much of positive people. पहले हम थोड़ा सा सोचते थे कि नेगेटिव है ये, but we have so much of positivity around us. The thing is like we don't see that. We have to see that positiveness around you. Then I think everything in your life also becomes everything.
This is a very important point that you require your friends, you require your family in fight against this. Another question, I know how your bosses helped you.
Yeah. Like
how they took it.
No, they were also very shocked because यार तेरे age में कैसे हुआ, that was the first thing. My DG at that time was Mukesh Meena sir और Chief Secretary थे परिमल राय सर, और हमारा अभी का Chief Secretary Puneet Goyal sir was Finance Secretary. Then most important thing was our CM sir was Pramod Sawant sir also. So everybody supported me a lot. Immediately बोला यार तुझे कुछ भी टेंशन मत ले लो वर्क का, पहले you get your ये जो भी disease है you get it cured. And DG sir used to call me almost every fortnight. CS भी मुझे phone करते थे. Then at that time there were a lot of IAS officers who were very friends, like Tariq Thomas was here. He was my good friend. They kept calling me and asking me. मेरा friend Abhishek है जो SP South है, वो and his wife Neha. Everybody used to call and ask me. Rajesh sir भी थे, Paramaditya sir. So Pankaj sir was also here. So they used to keep calling me and asking me. So they was
like a big support.
Yeah, it was a big support. बोलता यार टेंशन मत लीजिए, करियर का जो भी चीज़ है तो थोड़ा सा हमारे माइंड में भी आता है ये क्या होगा कि भी वापस आके टाइम we will be as good as like what we were earlier. So they used to tell this like these are all very trivial things. Most important thing is in your life is family. Especially Paramaditya sir used to say family is the most important thing. So ये जो सारे चीज़ है that was very wonderful.
When you joined back after how many last cycle?
I went in Feb and came back in August. 6 cycles I did.
After how much of the last cycle? 2 months?
June में I did my last cycle. Then I joined in August.
Did they give you some radiation and all?
No radiation.
No radiation.
Yeah.
So only chemotherapy.
Only chemo was there.
Now my last question to you.
Yeah.
How much you spent for this treatment?
No, see.
No, this is a very important question because general public should know what amount is required for such type of treatment. Approximately, you were. I think I'm quite sure government must have given you all that money.
No. Well, let me come up. I will tell you exactly how it happened. So initially it was all the testing and checking. उसमें ही मेरा एक दो I think 1.5 to 2 lakhs. It went
Just
so testing and completing the diagnosis 2 lakhs उसमें चले गया. फिर उसके बाद treatment it would have cost close to 3 lakhs. And very sorry to say, I underwent treatment in a government hospital.
Oh, very good.
Okay, so government hospital में खर्चा relative to private hospital तो बहुत ही कम है.
Listen to it. This is very important. In
so,
government sector also he spent money.
So
where Goa government gives you everything free.
No, then entire chemotherapy it would have cost me close to 2.5 to 3 lakh because medicines, PET scan and all those things. So altogether I would say to 6 lakhs के आसपास मेरा खर्चा हो गया होगा. उसमें the chemo जो government hospital में जो मेरा खर्चा हुआ है, so that it was covered under my medical entitlement and medical reimbursement test facility, and that was actually reimbursed to me.
So it is very important. These treatments are quite costly, but government supports you. At least Goa government supports you to a huge extent. May not be 100%, but they give a good support. How much they give for even for that CD20?
नहीं, कैंसर में एक चीज तो है कि there is not much of a questions asked.
Now you tell me, did you do any yoga, any meditation, any music therapy, any simple, something to tide over your mindset at that time?
See, I was advised to do yoga, but I was mainly a fitness person. So मैं yoga ज़्यादा
some exercise at home?
but I couldn't do that. That was the
So
worst
your-
part of chemo कि मैं 10 मिनट भी walking नहीं कर पाता था, because 10 मिनट अगर walking करो you got so tired and you get fever also. तो
Now what you do? Now.
तो I ran 10 kilometers ऐसे ही भागता है.
And what about your diet now? Are you
Diet.
specifically...
Yeah, let me tell about the yoga part. So once I came out of the treatment, then I had a lot of post-traumatic problems, post-traumatic stress disorders, I would say. Then I could recover out of that because of yoga and meditation. फिर मैं daily yoga करता था. अभी भी I do meditation every day. Yoga I don't know, but I do meditation.
Meditation
And
is-
20-25 minutes of daily meditation I do. Then diet.
You love non-veg, if I'm not...
Yeah, non-vegetarian food I eat, but I have restricted my diet. Now I eat non-veg में तो basically proteinaceous food. So egg white is one of the thing, and fish. Not much of meat eater except for chicken. Not much of other.
red
No. So I was advised by my dietitians to keep away red meat for some time. But my doctors advised me कि you can have a very normal life. There is the advice given my doctors was like, just forget that you had
You had
cancer
something.
and you just live the way you will live. But I have changed a lot. Like I used to drink socially. I quit alcohol completely. Last time which I drank was the day before the chemo. बेंस डॉक्टर ने मुझे लेके गया एक बार में, बोला अब तुम पी नहीं पाए, ये पी लो एक बूंद दे दी, एक दो दे दी. That was the last time. After that it is almost 2.5 years I haven't touched alcohol, and that actually changed. That is what I love about undergoing this. मतलब it changed a lot of things
Life.
about my
Full life has changed.
हाँ, तो मतलब दारू is not needed for enjoying that life. ऐसा लोग बोलते हैं कि यार तू दारू नहीं पीता तो क्या है, तो एक ये होता था, but it is totally different now. Now I don't want any drinks, I don't want anything. I enjoy doing my workout, I enjoy doing meditation, I enjoy being systematic, I enjoy looking after myself, I enjoy looking my family, I enjoy doing my work. I think cancer has changed my outlook. Cancer has made me love life more. Cancer has made me value life more. Cancer has made me understand that helping others or taking care of others or sharing the love and happiness is more important than what all the things which we generally run behind, like the power or like the postings. Or it is more about helping others people and doing your work properly. That is more important in life.
What message you would like to give to those people who are...
No, the people who are fighting cancer, I would say you don't say yourself as cancer patients, you should say cancer fighters. And please don't never give up. The most important thing is never give up. The fight is all inside the mind. अगर एक बार आपने mind में बोल दिया मेरे से होगा नहीं, it is like running a marathon. It is like doing Ironman. It is, everything is in the mind. जब आप, मैंने मैराथन कभी भागा नहीं, बट हाफ मैराथन मैंने भागा. हाफ मैराथन में भी आई डोंट नो अबाउट ग्रेट रनर्स. मेरा बेस्ट है, मैंने रन एंड हाफ मैराथन 16 किलोमीटर और 18 किलोमीटर के बीच में, 15 किलोमीटर और 19 किलोमीटर, ये 4 किलोमीटर में हमारा माइंड हमें बोलेंगे यार क्या यार खत्म करो चले जाओ, यू कैन डू. इफ यू डू दैट 4 किलोमीटर्स ना, 15 to 19 के बाद होगा 2 किलोमीटर ही है यार, दौड़ लो. 20 किलोमीटर 1 किलोमीटर ही है, ठीक है, बट 15 to 19 इज लाइक दैट इज द टफेस्ट पार्ट. सेम विद दिस कैंसर, लाइक यार फर्स्ट तो कीमो के बाद फिर द कीमो स्टार्ट्स एक्चुअली टेकिंग ओवर यू. फिर ये हो कि मतलब यार चले जाओ, बट इफ यू एंडर जस्ट 3 more chemos, okay, just 2 more chemos, just 6 more months, just 3 more months, and after you come out your life would have changed so much. Like I think you will be able to contribute more
to
than
the society.
more to the society than what you were before. So
a very
I think,
important point what he has given you. There can be only one winner.
yeah.
Either the cancer wins
Yes.
or you have to win.
So never give
You
up.
have to win.
Never give up. Never give up. Malab, till the last moment. Malab, there is no last moment. You are going to. There is a very very famous book which I recently read. Which the book is known as "You Are the Placebo." In that "You Are the Placebo," the author says, if you keep the mind in a positive, okay, the body doesn't know what is happening outside because body has got its sensations from the sense organs. But if you are telling the body, saying that I am fine, I am fine, I am fine, the body thinks I am fine. And the body, when it thinks I am fine, automatically the positive things only will happen. So if you say I am already cured, it's like I am already fine, you are actually fine. So then the body produces the chemicals. He has again explained very beautifully and scientifically how the body produces that positive chemicals and fighting it out. So it is very very important to remain positive. Very very important to remain positive because there are a lot of people who want you out there, and there are a lot of things which we can do once you come out of this. And I think it is the most important message I would say to all cancer fighters: be positive and never give up. First COVID जब आया था, तब I was having the symptoms. So at that time I didn't get COVID. Then I underwent the chemo. Chemo ke time I was stuck inside the room, so there was no chance of getting COVID. But surprisingly, my wife and my kids got COVID. But they got COVID when they were in another house. They went for attending some marriage and they got the COVID there. Fortunately, they didn't come to my house. If they had come to my house, I would have in a soup. But they didn't come to my house, so they had to be isolated for at least 1 month. So during the entire chemo, I didn't get COVID. That was something God's grace. Then after recovery, August में जब वापस आया, September, October में I got the COVID, the most devastating COVID, and that was actually very bad. Then I was admitted in GMC, Goa Medical College. Goa Medical College took very good care of me, I would say. कि मतलब because I was a cancer survivor, and they took, and because of the GMC's intervention, I got out of the COVID positively. Then again December I got Omicron also. So it was a tough journey.
So God doesn't want you up.
Yeah, he is happy. He's happy.
Please be here with us.
I used to say, like once when my senior called, मतलब it's just, I used to say, sir, भगवान ने बहुत ट्राई किया मुझे मारने का. No, there is a very very important message. So सर ने मुझे बोला, यार ऐसा नहीं है, भगवान तुझे बचा रहा है. भगवान बहुत मेहनत कर रहे हैं तुम्हें बचाने के लिए.
He is sitting next to you.
Okay, that is the way you have to see. Either your glass is half empty or half full. So that actually, मेरा senior officer है विक्रमजीत सिंह करके, he is a joint CP IG rank officer. मेरा मतलब बहुत close सर ने जब मैंने फोन किया तो मैंने बोला सर भगवान मुझे मारने की बहुत कोशिश कर रहे हैं क्योंकि मुझे कैंसर हो गया, फिर कोविड हो गया, अभी दोबारा कोविड हो गया. तो बोला यार भगवान तुझे मारने के लिए नहीं कर रहा, भगवान तुझे बचाने के लिए ट्राई कर रहे हैं. So that is how we have to see. When we get all these diseases, ना हम गाली देने के लिए ready रहते हैं. When we get all these diseases, we have to blame somebody. And when we get all the positive things, we say it is because of our credit. और अगर कुछ negative होता है, हमें कुछ we have to point to somebody, it is because of him or her that is happening. It is not that way. Everything happens for some reason. And God is a very very nice and a very very kind. I don't know whether I should say person. It is a kind. He is a very very he. I don't know whether I should say he or she also. God, whatever God is, he is very very nice person. He always tries to help us, but we have to tell him in the right manner. We have to tell what we want properly, and he will always help us out. That is what I believe. My belief in God has also increased a lot, I would say.
Thank you very much.